Well, it's the beginning of October and close to the end of the growing season, but nice to have something wrapping up. These are my cauliflower, obviously doing quite well. Very happy about that. I hadn't ever been successful with brassicas until this year, when I figured out they need insect netting and they also need proper spacing, and a natural insecticide called BTK, which manages the worms when they show up. So I've been successful with those. The other important thing is timing for brassicas, when to get them planted indoors, starting the seeds, as well as when you transplant them. Those are kind of the two critical things, well, among others. So, speaking of timing, these are the Brussels sprouts, which I started in early June, which is too late. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get any sprouts off of these, but fear not, I've got 4 others that are providing probably more than I'm going to be able to eat. This was a bit of an experiment because I had lost a couple plants, and I planted, that's a cauliflower, and that was planted probably sometime in July, so it's just starting to form the blanching leaves. So they keep the cauliflower, these at one time had blanching leaves, you can see them kind of unraveling now, but they prevent the cauliflower being exposed to too much sun, because they'll go yellow. So I think these are only one cauliflower or broccoli here. Yeah, this might be a broccoli. Yeah, no broccoli here, but I was going to show you the difference. There's my Swiss chard and the last of the lettuce, last of the romaine. This heat, 30 degrees here, this heat's causing my my romaine to bolt, which kind of was not I didn't have that in my bingo card for 30-degree temperature in October. There's some leaf lettuce, which is doing well. That'll feed me probably until the first hard freeze. This lasts until it'll overwinter. It kind of dies back, but Swiss chard for a long time. That's the Batavia, Nevada lettuce. It's a summer workhorse lettuce. It does not bolt in the heat. Got my squash back there, butternut and acorn squash. And further down here are some nice big butternut squash, which are just finishing off the ripening process. Looking forward to that. You can see my celery up here. The celery experiment, which I've learned I'm not going to grow it again. And another thing I'm not going to do is plant anything in straw bales. I don't feel it's successful. These did okay, actually. They did fine, but you know, I just don't think it's worth it. Considering I've got soil I can plant into, I didn't have any decent soil. This is Rosella Purple tomato, absolute favorite. It has been a fabulous tomato. Only medium-sized fruit, but bring it on. There are some shepherd peppers. They've been productive. Unfortunately, they don't start producing until the fall, which kind of, you know, I would prefer if it was in the middle of the summer, so I could have salads. Oh, this is a what do you call them? Anyways, it's like a Scotch bonnet, Habanero. That's what they're called. It is extremely hot, which is great. Made some nice sauces with it, and it's just a prolific plant. So I've been enjoying hot peppers. I've got some for the season, which is great. This is the Abruzzo tomato, and it has also been very prolific. I've got 4 plants, and my goodness, I've got a lot of sauce made, so I'm enjoying that. This is the surprise hybrid that grew. It was supposed to be that. Turned out like that. So one of the flowers here hybridized with another variety, and I'm lucky enough to be growing one out. So plan is to continue growing it year after year, save the seeds from the plant that produces tomatoes like this, give it enough years, probably 6 or 7 generations, and they pretty much stabilize. So kind of a fun little experiment. This is what's called a patty pan squash. Now this stays that color. You can get some that are green, you get some that are yellow. But I was given these seeds and I thought, oh, I'll try them out. I'm really enjoying them. They're quite nice. And they're quite different looking. I'm for sure very prolific. Anytime you grow zucchini, it's stupid prolific. Like your neighbors don't want anymore type prolific. And this is an Abruzzo that I've got one stem down there, and I grew out the suckers. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different suckers, which then become main stems. And I think I'm onto something. I think that's the way I'm going to grow more tomatoes, is less plants and more horizontal growth that then becomes vertical, if you know what I mean. Here you go. Excuse the mess. I practice the cut and drop type of mulching, which may as well turn all the leaves when it hurts that back into some sort of soil. So there you go. I gotta finish my chores and do some water. Cheers.